everyone, welcome to Room 212 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this week. This week, homework is moving into like a new kind of format. We're going to start using an EOG prep workbook that we ordered to help your child better review for the EOG, and so they're going to be doing some of that at school in one workbook, and then we got a second workbook to send home for homework. So there will be a schedule that is stapled to the cover of the book, and it will tell you every week how many questions and to what page to work to. I will say that it's a little bit longer than the homework that we're normally used to, so you will have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to complete the reading homework, with it being due on Thursday. So the schedule will be stapled to the cover, and if you'll just make sure that you get that completed at home. If it's not completed at home, unfortunately your child will have to have a working lunch with me or with Ms. Phillips in order to get it done, as it is super important now that we're going to be moving into EOG prep that the homework is completed. Conference signups are going well. Thank you so much to everyone that signed up for. It's kind of like a mid to end year conference. I kind of just want to look at the data and really give you some solid projections of what the data says about your child and how they may perform at the end of the year on the end of grade test. If you have not signed up for a conference, please do so. I would love to be able to share that information with you. There is a little glitch in Doodle, though. It's allowing people to sign up for the exact same time as someone else. So please just make sure that you are confirming on Doodle that you're signing up for an available slot and not one that someone else has already picked. And I'm working on getting that worked out. So I've emailed some and reached out to some of you about how we've double booked. So if you could please just confirm that you're signing up for an available slot, that would be awesome. Finally, there is no school this Friday, April the 15th, due to Good Friday. I hope that you have, if you celebrate the upcoming holiday, that you have a nice time celebrating Holy Week with your family this week and on Friday. And finally, if you are willing to donate to the special project that was discussed in the letter that went home this week, please go ahead and start sending those items in whenever you have them. I have a space for them to go that it's top secret, that the person that this is going to will not know about. Up next is Looking Ahead, where we will discuss all of the things that are going to happen in the future of our classroom. Mark your calendars for Monday, April the 18th, as it is a teacher work day. That is where a lot of the parent-teacher conferences are being scheduled for. So just go ahead and mark your calendar that students will not be in school that day, but you might be in school and on campus that day meeting with me. Also mark your calendar for the week of April 18th, which would really start on the 19th that week for school, as we will be having College and Career Day. Or week, should I say. There will be different theme days for every day, encouraging students to start thinking about the future and thinking about the future in their college education. So be on the lookout for those theme days coming soon. Up next is Superhero of the Week, where we will find out who this week's winner is. This week, we're excited to celebrate Emmy. Emmy is always going above and beyond in our classroom. She gets all of her work completed. She is always following the STORM skills, and she is just a genuine, awesome friend to everyone around her. So we're excited to celebrate Emmy this week in our classroom as Superhero of the Week. Up next is Curriculum Corner, where we will find out everything that is going to be taught in our classroom this coming week. This week in reading, we're doing Poetry Week 2. Students will start reading poems and answering EOG-style questions that have to do with those poems. We can expect, we don't know, and we have no way of knowing, we can expect that their could possibly be at least one poem on the end of grade test. And so we just want to be sure that students are exposed to the type of questions that they may see when reading poetry on the end of grade test. That's what we'll be focusing on this week. In math, it's our final week of fractions, and we're going to hit equivalent fractions really hard this week. So we're going to continue looking at equivalencies, and we're also going to be reviewing everything that we've done with fractions in our fraction unit. In social studies, we are finishing up our economics unit this week, so students will be putting the final touches on the economics unit that we've started a couple weeks ago this coming week. And then finally, in writing, we're continuing our study of biographies. Students will begin thinking about what person they would like to write their upcoming biography about. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Room 212 News. I hope that you were able to get out with your family this weekend down to the North Carolina Azalea Festival and enjoy some of the fun things that were taking place in downtown Wilmington this weekend. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything in this newscast or anything in regards to your child's education, please let me know. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 212 News.